OG sweaty soccer skin.
Alright, there it is.
Ended up there and then fell. No, I haven't even looted my first chest yet, and my teammates died twice. No, okay. Where are these guys shooting from? Got you, buddy. Got you, teammate. I got you, teammate. I got you, teammate. Last one. Ready? Oh! My teammate fall. No, I'm sorry. That one was my bad. This OG sweaty soccer skin, never gonna want it. If you're blue. You guys get tired.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Hey, so here's the deal. The promoter leaves the club, gets a car to the marina. Then the marina CCTV shows him getting onto a green Toro speedboat.
Oh, okay. So we start with the boat, right?
Right. The GPS system on board will have a record of what he's been using it for.
Okay, so it's gotta be something there to lead us to the party where he's gonna play that music at.
Massive item stairs and tables turned into giant rope.
Okay, when you find the Toro started up,
There's a solid
get the
basis
onboard
that
GPS working, and if we're lucky, it'll have a recent destination or waypoint or something.
Think again, without tails and the squeeze and everything. Making the whole ship table so he grabbed the camera and breaks off.
Alright, look, don't tell me. He got a fucking super yacht offshore, right? You see the dudes coming on short tours all the fucking time.
Get out there and take a look around it. Maybe we'll find a clue.
Luckily, I don't think anyone would put me back alive in one big situation. And since I knew he was in the bush, I had to wait for him to be, but then it happened. Hitting this player was a twin shotgun, the most unfortunate thing to happen. But luckily, I had a Kenny coin which brought me back alive in a 1v1 situation, and since I knew he was in the bush, I had to wait for him to be, but then it happened. I called my ship.
This box gathered his employees for a weekend. Got swallowed whole by a fan. For a second, they couldn't tell if they should be happy or sad, but the only thing they could do right then was call the police. Thankfully, the whale that swallowed him was a big mammal, no teeth, and it's tiny, way too small to swallow for food. It could only hold the box in its mouth temporarily, but lucky, he brought a satellite. There's to stay in constant contact with him. Let's be real though, the fire so much, most for him, intelligence, save as much oxygen as they track the whale's location using the phone. Get him out. What? Remember. Whale documentary. That's cool stuff when they can stay underwater for a week. Mission, 10 minutes. The only option left. Man, sounds simple. It actually wasn't that. Team leader had an idea. Whales have super sensitive hearing. Maybe loud noises can put them out. As for how to had a plan for that too. Get up to a speaker with a valve. Attach a just like that. What? Decibels of alarm blared underwater. The condition was getting worse by the second. He slipped into a semi-conscious state. Thankfully, the leader's trick worked. The object in his mouth jumped into the water. That's what they were buying. The employees waiting at the meeting site let out a huge sigh of relief. Yes, they didn't have to worry about the company going under for now. To thank the fire department, the boss decided to give them a gift, a free trip from his company's days in space. The firefighters turned down the kind offer, but no one could have guessed how soon they'd end up meeting that. This boss just gathered his employees for a meeting.
The yacht is now protected from aerial attacks.
I wasn't supposed to pass the corner. I'm outside riding up and down the driveway, and everything is fine. I'm getting bored, and I roll a little bit. Neighbor yell my name and say they're calling my dad. I panic. Pain pops off the button. My dad's calling to me. I wasn't supposed to pass the corner and up and down the driveway, and everything is fine. Then I'm getting bored, and I roll. Keep riding. I make it past the corner, and I yell my name and say they're calling my dad. I panic and slam the brake. Pain pops off the button. Fix it, but I don't know. As car turning and start running with it. Hands then looks at the chain hanging off. But won't look at me. He already knew I went past it. That's when I learned your bike snitches. When I was a kid, I wasn't supposed to ride my bike past the corner. I'm outside riding up and down the driveway, and everything is fine. Then I'm getting bored, and I roll a little bit. And nobody is outside. Keep riding. I make it past the corner, and I feel grown. Neighbor yell my name and say they're calling my dad. As we're turning onto the street, I grab the bike and start running with it. My hands then looks at the chain hanging off. But won't look at me. He already knew I went past the corner. And that's when I learned your bike snitches. When I was a kid, I wasn't supposed to grab all that. You can grab anything in this alive. You touch all fine. You got 10 seconds. No way. Things you touch all fake. That would be very in the store. Here you Crazy too, man. In GTA 5, they're
We're looking for anything that'll help us work out where he's holding the party. If you see anything, just snap a pic and send it to me.
Are you running with a pencil?
Like a complete waste of time.
I recently made a huge mistake moving shotguns, the Forsaken hunting rifle all in one bad update. This was such a massive mistake because shotguns and the Valve Blade were the only use during a fight, unlike the wingsuit. Because when you try to use the wingsuit, something like this will end up happening to you. I personally was carrying the Valve Blade and hunting rifle in every game because not only winning the game, it was also the key to having fun and hitting crazy clips like this. Fortnite recently made a huge mistake removing shockwaves, the Forsaken Valve Blade, and the hunting rifle all in bad update. This was such a massive mistake because shockwaves and the Valve Blade were not good during a fight, unlike the wingsuit. Because when you try to use the wingsuit, something like this will end up happening to you. I personally was carrying the Valve Blade and hunting rifle every game because not only was it the key to winning the game, it was also the key to having fun and getting crazy clips like this. Fortnite recently made a huge mistake removing shockwaves, the Forsaken Valve Blade, and the hunting rifle all in one bad update. This was such a massive mistake because shockwaves and the Valve Blade were the only use items during a fight, unlike the wingsuit, because when you try to use the wingsuit, something like this will end up happening to you. And hunting rifle every game because not only winning the game, it was also the key to having this. I recently made a huge mistake removing shockwaves, the Forsaken Valve Blade, and the hunting rifle all in one bad update. This was such a massive mistake because shockwaves and the Valve Blade were items during a fight, unlike the wingsuit, because when you try to use the wingsuit, something like this will end up happening.
No, I mean the other boss.
Hey, Lonnie, this shit has got to. Just wait a minute. You got a penthouse at the Diamond? Hell no.
Area is very soft. Area is very soft, so then it can check you. But if you keep on it, wait that it wants you to see. And in many cases, it's meant as a warning. In reality, horses are. They see a well-trained horse can walk at the same pace as its owner, and when someone is about to get on, it may bend its front legs to be polite. At the same time, there are moments when they can see a bit fast behind it. Tending to put on the reins make a horse think it's already tied, and it will follow along. This doesn't mean the horse is dumb, but instead comes from habits learned through repeated training. On top of that, horses are very. They get distracted like and nothing.
I'm going to join them.
Japanese cars had those weird fender That's also because the car's lips are so anti-pasta or Mercedes that try to asymmetrical.
When I was a kid, my candy machine in his
Spring break.
candy machine. I'm afraid he think insects got into it. And he games and everything like he goes into the candy machine. So started explaining next game in the candy, right? Insects. And that's when he really I got spanky. Remember I hit a plan back.
Candy Island with Marty. First person I see my boy ride gets a surprise party. In about an hour, I don't think they put my candy today. It's Thursday, so have you ever tried this? I do. Picture the sales rep. Hours later, I'm pretty close. Where is everybody? It's a candy aisle.